The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Atlanta Falcons. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. Lady.
Right to the air. Here's Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
180. Easy. Stop.
First run now for Kyron Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Stafford. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Set.
Stafford. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Rams.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
180.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
180.
Stafford. That is incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here, because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. And his kick here is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
A run for the... And right away, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
How about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Second and 10.
Ready. 250. 40 got. 40 got. Real right. 22. Look at him.
Here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
20.
Now Stafford. Screenplay set up for Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 3, second and a yard.
Brings up second and 1 at the 3-yard line.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now third and 3.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now it's Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brian Thomas from 4 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from the Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
19, Tiger, 19.
Looking to throw Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
They'll go play action here with Penix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And looking to throw, Penix. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Up the middle, it's Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Ready.
Stafford now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Rams.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Throwing is Stafford. He gets it to Thomas.
Stafford's pass. Throwing to Brian Thomas Jr. A gain of 10 yards. And it's
The Rams on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Stafford throwing quickly. Complete out wide. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Puka Nacua, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams add 6 to their lead.
the kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 20.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now Pennick's going to hold on to it. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ready. Sack. Panther 6.
Now Penix. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Byron Young. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
14-yard line.
They'll throw with Penix. Now a run here off the... Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Byron Young able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Hey. 280. Hey.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
11.
To throw is Stafford. That is caught. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Rams.
180. Double right.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I love football lingo, the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
And we saw that advantage right there. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Stafford. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready. Blue 60. Middle.
Now Stafford's going to move him around. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. The final shot before the break. Stafford. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches are.
And it's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards.
44 yards. And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. A play fake. Now Penix. Right back to Pitts again. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Stafford. Well, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Here's Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Score, Rams 17, Falcons 13.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Set. Lady.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Set. 180.
Back to throw, Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here comes the Rams punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
No gain on the play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. To the air, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, He sees that the open space is to the outside, so he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the two-point conversion.
He's got it at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone. So that pushes the lead up to 4. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then in a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tutu Atwell there. And it's third down.
And 6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, here's Stafford. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down.
It's 4th down.
Hey, 70!
On 4th down, Stafford. He's going to air one out. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Turnover on down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 122 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room.
Let's go! 19-18!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking deep here for Mooney. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Back to throw here. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. Penix looking deep here for Mooney. And got his man complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Darnell Mooney, 95 yards. And the Falcons are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Stafford. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Robinson with another carry. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Penix. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. From the 33, here's second down and a yard.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw, Penix. Got a man, it's London. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
138 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
The 43-yard line.
I see the bunch of mean guys in the band at a time. Going to the west side, giving side guys. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. I ain't surprised to provide the killer vibe. Probably the beast be out trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. And looking to throw, Penix. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll go play action here with Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's up north of 100 yards receiving now in this NFC Championship game. And it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let's go.
Again, it's Robinson. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
Here we go. Set.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Falcons are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On the bootleg, it's Penix. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch him on their heels.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
A play fake. Now Penix. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will extend their lead even further. So that, not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
This is 1st and 10.
30, like 7.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Pass complete, Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
32.
Out of the gun, Stafford. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.